Untamed is going to be untamed. It's going to be a little crazy. I want to talk to my people. I want to talk to my brothers and sisters. We can have grace and humility in how we interact with other people.
Oh, hot dog, look at you.
And nobody talked about what's really happening.
And let's have conversations about what truth is.
Hello, my name is David Olson, clerk at Hastings Charter Township in Barry County, Michigan. My county sheriff, Darleaf, had received a report today and disseminated that information that an employee at the Secretary of State advised him and said that there was proof that when a non-citizen changes their address, programming automatically registers the non-citizen to vote. When that state employee advised their supervisor, the supervisor's response was, "It's okay because that will be caught downline by the clerks." That is not correct. Once it's in the qualified voter file, there's no way for me to verify citizenship, and therefore they are automatically issued a ballot or an absentee ballot. So, since it is my responsibility to safeguard the qualified voter file for our township, according to MCL 168.151 and MCL 168.520, I'm asking if the federal government is interested to help verify my citizen role. I would be welcome to have them here. I will safeguard my voter role in the office, but they are certainly welcome to come and compare against mine. In this way, we will uphold our federal elections. We will definitely follow law, and it will be fair and honest. Thank you.
Well, happy Friday. It's Friday for most of you. There are some people that watch us overseas. I got a really interesting email yesterday where someone says, "Hey, listening to you all the way from Australia." I was like, all right, you guys need to fix some stuff over there as well. Looking forward to talking about that more in a little bit. But, you know, what you just read about, or what you just heard from David Olson, and he's trying to figure out how he can not become a victim like Tina Peters. And so he's asking the federal government to step in. Now, I think you have to look at this from the perspective of that states are trying to secede from the United States without seceding. In other words, they want all the money they get from the federal government. They want to play by none of the rules. They want to Wreck-It Ralph on the Constitution. They want to basically take away your First Amendment rights, Second Amendment rights, make it almost impossible for you to get to the bottom of the pit, because we've had stolen elections for 2 decades. And with stolen elections for 2 decades, what do you expect to come out the other side? The people become the victims of this slave mentality. That's not rhetoric. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm telling you as I see it. It's pretty simple. We see it every day. Police officer tells a man he's going to arrest him for disorderly conduct because he said abortion is wrong. That's all he said. You saw another one where a guy was standing out there with a sign. The guy walks up and said, "You need to move on." He said, "I don't need to move on. It's a public road." He goes, "I told you to move on. You need to move on." Now that went on to go to court, and the first judge dismissed it. Because the system's not meant for the citizens. The citizens are just an inconvenience to the system. They get to feed it to come back and punish you. What they have ended up taking to all of our communities, they tried on the poorest among us first. We kept wondering how we got here. Well, we've become a commodity to a system that literally takes too much meat off the bone. And I can start talking about the $40 trillion in debt that we're not. That's a made-up number. It's a clock somebody put up to say, "Oh, we hit $40 trillion. No, we didn't. Matter of fact, if you go back and you study the budget, I want you to listen to me right now. Study the budget, study the deficit. It's a lie. It's a made-up, fictitious number. We are not $40 trillion in debt. Now, are we in debt? Yeah, we don't know. There's no way to know. Remember, Elon Musk walked in and found 2 computers where they could just manufacture dollars out of thin air. And we wonder how the stock market got to 54,000. It's not hard when you can just kind of make it up. Oh, let's over here and move these dials over here so we can make money. A fixed system that does not take care of anybody except for the people that made it into the club. And even the judiciary, as rotted as it is allowed to make decisions and do whatever it wants and act with impunity. And we're just supposed to take it on the chin. Well, I think I'm done. I think we're all done. So before I go into any more on the fraud coming out of Michigan and the fraud that comes out of Colorado, because we have a guest that's with us, that's been here with us before, that had her property stolen from her. Yeah, I mean, the American dream, right? Go out, be successful, do the things that are necessary, only to have them steal it from you. And not only that, but have the judges help steal it from you. To have, and this is a real life story, and it ties back to Colorado, and it ties back to the one organization that frankly should be disbanded. It should be on the other side of the judiciary, and that is the Colorado Judicial. I think it's Judicial Conduct deal. It's a part of the Supreme Court that monitors attorneys, judges. They monitor themselves. It's pretty cool, pretty good stuff. Now, we didn't find anything wrong. Well, who said that? The same judge you were writing a problem with. He had a problem with. Yeah, he just said, no, I didn't do anything wrong. That's literally what happened. But before we go into the fraud, two things. One, if you're on here, I went after Bongino pretty heavy yesterday, right? And so because of that, I'm going to get more wacky whacked on the Rumble side because, that's just how they do things over there. That's the Mr. Rumble. So go ahead and hit the share button. I want to just create as much data as possible. These guys think that I'm just going to lay down and take it. I'm done taking it. So I'm just building a nice case for the platforms that decide that they basically get to just dictate who's allowed to talk. And I understand that freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of reach, but it does when you're actually suppressing people because it's a personal, I'm targeting you. Targeting is actually illegal. So let's talk about the post that I put up last night that was both popular and not so popular. And that is, I have a simple rule. I have a simple rule. Do not attack those that truly sacrificed. Do not get on your bully pulpit and criticize all the people who actually gave something significant. It shows you for what you are, a grifting, terrible human being who has no courage and no character. That is what Dan Bongino did. That is what Julie Kelly did. That is what Kash Patel did. That is what John Solomon did. Then Sean Farish got a gig with Bongino and joined the attacks. And the list goes on. The latest was Brandon Strucka. There are lots of others. They did it to Kyle Seraphin. They did it to Steve Friend. They did it to General Mike Flynn. They did it to MTG. They did it to Thomas Massey. They did it to Tucker Carlson. They did it to anyone and everyone they saw as their target. Everywhere you turn, they get to be the arbiters of reality. They get to decide what is good and bad. They get to be the ones to tell you what truth is and who you should eviscerate. Yeah, they're not decent people at all. They build narratives that moved goalposts. They mocked, they lied, they used lawfare, and they built a cool kids club that frankly lacked credibility just below the surface. They did nothing. They sacrificed nothing. They never dealt with lawfare. Julie is a food blogger. Her husband is a lobbyist. Dan endorsed a Democrat for mayor of Chicago. Make that make sense to me, by the way. How there are so many out there that get blocked for just asking questions, and others that have to deal with their retard club groupies that run around defending these indefensible people. I'll take my chances with those that I know are good men and women, not some influencer clackety-clackers who built coalitions of mean girls with no talent but a mic and a mouth. No action, none. Think I'm wrong? Show me. Show me how the last 6 years has cost them anything. It has not. From books to movies to grifting Pied Piper bullshit outtakes, they did nothing but talk and divide. And talk some more. And pinky swear they're on your side. They pick winners and losers, and they purposely run and op against those who do the work. Sad and quite telling. I'm out. And at some point, competency and character have to matter. Instead, we're force-fed the paper tiger brigade who can't address the elephants in the room. And have a great night. But God. So listen, I don't care what people like me or don't like me. That's really not the point. But when you go through and you attack people with such vigor and with such righteousness, and then tell people I'm going on the offensive. No, you didn't. You didn't go on the offensive. You went out and indicted character and threw around dog whistles as if you were, that you had made them, that you were like the inventor of dog whistles. You've done it all the time. Same, by the way. These are the same tactics used by the radical left. You want to know why? Because it's like this one bird. There's just two sides of it. And you act tough, and you make fun of people, and you mock people. And for what? You mock a J6er that gave up more than you did? What did you do? Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You sacrificed a lot, Pongino. You sacrificed, man, maybe you could have had 15% stock in Rumble for talking. And then somebody said to me, Mark, who I do, he's a good man. He's on X. He said, I disagree with you. This is a circular firing squad. I said, no, it's not. We're figuring out who the people that are not on the boat. They're not real people. They're paper tigers. They don't work for the American people. They treat us like slaves. Like, go sit down. These are the same people that walked around saying, don't talk to Joe Oltmann. I actually don't care if you talk to me or don't talk to me. I was the smartest guy in the room, obviously. I came up with the model, told you what happened in 2020, 6 years ago. You're just now figuring it out. Yeah, and now you got John Solomon running around spitting up all over himself, telling you that the CIA, they were concerned about it. now running cover for the very organization that's stolen elections, not just in the United States, but all over the world. No, but I pinky swear I'm doing the right thing. I swear to you, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. But they're not. I just want you to know this. This is just my thoughts on this. I'll leave it alone at this, and I won't say another word about a guy that, frankly, I've given too much dead air to. You think that you're the most successful, sought-after guy out there. You got bots that actually download your stuff. Yeah, you're just, man, you are just the tip of the spear. Well, you piss on everybody else because you're the arbiter of reality. Not, hey, we have a difference of opinion. I don't agree with him here. Right? You piss on people, then you block them. Yeah, because you're a tough guy that can't take criticism. The people that can't take criticism, paper tigers. You're a paper tiger. Okay, now let's move on. Here's a SCIF daily that exposes the fraud. Government officials giving legal advice to ineligible voters, giving illegal advice to ineligible voters to subvert laws to cast ballots. Play it.
3 major allegations in Wisconsin: that absentee ballots were illegally altered and illegally issued, and that government officials gave illegal advice to voters so they could get around voter ID laws. The Trump team alleges that voters were advised to say they were indefinitely confined. That was to avoid providing voter ID. Being indefinitely confined means you can't get to the polls due to age, illness, disability, etc. 72,000 people were labeled indefinitely confined in 2019, but over 240,000 people were labeled in 2020. According to Decision Desk, Biden is around 20,000 votes ahead of Trump in Wisconsin.
20,000 votes. And by the way, it's not even that close. Just so you know, the elections are stolen. They're not even that close. And they're not just stealing the president of the United States. They have stolen nearly 70% of the races across the country in all 50 states. True story. Where they could steal it, they did. Where they could replace things, they did. Where they could insert fake, fraudulent, and phantom ballots, they did. They used UACABA. They used the ADA. They used everything they possibly could in order to come up with a different conclusion for you. And then they put these weak, pathetic people on both sides of the aisle in power so they could steal your money and make you a slave where you only get 44 cents on every dollar. Yeah, they're on your side. Yeah, they're on your side. John Thune's on your side. He pinky promises, right? Pinky swear. Yeah. So that led into a post that I had to put up. I said, good morning. I woke up this morning. I was in a good mood. I got to tell you, I've been in like this great mood. I don't even know. It's like crazy. I still got to wake up and do all the certain things to make sure I take care of Team Evil not doing anything. But good morning. Just a reminder, the DOJ could have come to X, visit a few experts, and put the entire election fraud quandary behind the American people and arrest about 24 people, but would serve the people. And well, you know how that is not the mission. Good morning, slave. Here's some more information about the crooked, treasonous voting systems. Every state we look at, same thing. But they pinky swear they're on your side. I swear they're on your side. Yeah. And in Texas, Dems are leading? Hold on a second. James Tallarico is now favored to flip Texas U.S. Senate seat blue for the first time since 1988. Do you believe it? 52% chance. Now, here's the thing that I will say. You put money into this. Poly markets is money. By the way, anybody can put the money in there. Anyone. It's not real. It's fraudulent. It's fraudulent. It is literally, check this out. They want to condition the American cat. They want to condition you. They want you to believe that this pitiful, weak, punkish, whatever you want to call it, who's not that bright. Did you ever notice that the politicians are not that bright? They're not that bright. That he's going to flip it. He's going to flip it. And they use poly markets to do it. Poly markets is a betting site, guys. You pay money to vote. That's how they make money, you retards. Please tell me you don't believe this. and the media comes out and says, you got the Kyle Clarks of the world, the 9 News simpy little weakling that they have here in Colorado, this little radical leftist moron. And if you're listening in Colorado, man, I tell you what, that guy is weaker than rainwater. He blocks everybody that disagrees with him and hides because he's a little girl. Kyle Clark, the feminine, the phenom, but it's the feminine phenom. There you go, Kyle Clark. And Tina had to respond. She put this up. I know why this is happening. This is why it sent me to prison. Look at the obvious algorithm in front of you, or just go to tinapeters.us and read the reports. Poly market. It's a betting site. It's a betting site. It's not real. Remember when they said at the World Economic Forum that, hey, don't worry about it. You are not going to need the vote ever again. We got it all figured out for you. We already know the outcome. Oh, you don't think so? Okay. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm at that place where it's like kabuki theater every day. Buka, 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 buka. Everywhere we turn. It's just more stuff of, well, that's interesting. It's not even coming from the other side anymore. They're like finished. Like you go online and you don't hear from the Krappenstein brothers. They run their mouth, but nobody really listens to them. They got bots that actually talk to them. I mean, even Elon, I don't see much of Elon talking anymore. I guess he is talking, but they choose not to feed that to me. Well, so we got a guest that's going to be coming in to visit with us. She's in studio. So Sherry McGann is the founder of Judicial Alchemy, an insurance risk and contract advisory firm. 30 years of expertise. She's been on here before. And she basically specializes in reviewing high risk contract language. And she focuses in on construction and corporate entities. And she does some pretty cool stuff. It's probably the only reason she's been able to survive all this is because she has that. So she's continuing to fight. But let's talk about what she's fighting for. She's fighting to get through some of the things that have happened in the Colorado judiciary. And it's not just Colorado. The system has it has just wrecked her life. It wrecks it. Wrecked it. We talked about this before. And by the way, the entire time they make her out to be the bad guy. And as I read the documents, I was like, this can't be real. And then we talked about before how the Office of Attorney Regulation Counsel in Colorado, and I was like, Christopher Gregory, but our lawyers ghosted her. I mean, look, this is a system of just, when it gets too hard, lawyers don't want to do the work. They want to bill and steal and take everything from you, but they don't want to come up against the machine when the machine winks and nods at them and says, no, we're taking this guy out. We're taking this gal out. So we're gonna go to our sponsors, because I sponsors. We're gonna go sponsors. We gotta talk about our sponsors. And when we come back from the sponsor deal, we're gonna have Sherry in studio with us. So stay with us.
Oh, hi. I almost didn't see you there. Welcome to DCF Buns, where you can find the freshest buns in town, if I do say so myself. Our master bakers teach class every week. So whether you're new to baking or trying to improve your culinary skills, we got you covered. And we can help you bake the cake of your dreams. We'll even clean your cake if you want. And if you don't want to bake anything yourself, we have loads of fresh buns available in a variety of shapes and sizes. Check us out at dcfbuns.com to learn more. DCF Buns, we keep the buns hot and the deals hotter. Buns.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act. As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage. We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
All right, we're going to go straight to Sherry, who's actually in my studio, which is great. And Sherry, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Joe. Good to be back.
You need to turn on her mic. You turn on her mic?
Oh.
Okay, good. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, good to be back, Joe. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So what's going on? Like, what's the last time it was a total wreck, and now it's more of a wreck?
It's more of a wreck. Yeah. What's going on? Well, my attorneys disappeared.
Who are they? Let's name them.
Okay. Burke Baumgartner was my attorney that came on in March. He vetted me from January to March because it took quite a bit of time to unravel 6 years of this debacle. And all of a sudden, filing went in. It was the wrong filing. We talked till midnight.
Burke, what? Last name?
Baumgartner.
Okay.
And we talked. We fixed the filing. He said, I'm going to have it uploaded tonight. And it never happened. And I kept emailing saying, what's going on? What's going on? You know, excuse after excuse. First it was he was at a funeral, then he was back from vacation. I mean, I'm 2 months into this. Deadlines are missed. I filed with the courts.
Did you pay him?
No, actually, he took it on contingency. I offered to pay him. He said that he likes to eat what he kills. That's what he told me. So
okay, he said he likes to eat what he kills, and he signed a contract with you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then he disappeared.
And I have for, 6+ weeks been pleading. You know, he's told me twice he's going to withdraw. He's not withdrawn. He has not told me, we missed, like I said, deadlines. It's a mess. I can't step back in. I filed something with the courts and to notify them a few weeks ago, nothing. I asked the court to compel him to respond to me, nothing. So where am I today? I'm concerned, Joe. I don't know.
Okay, so let's look at this guy. So is this the guy? Put up the Baumgartner law. I just sent you the link. I'm going to ask you guys to do something for me. I'm going to ask you to call Mr. Baumgartner. Make sure this is the right guy. There you go. Is that him?
That's him.
All right. So he said integrity, strength, and compassion.
hmm
So for all of you guys out there that are for integrity, strength, and compassion, I think you should call Baumgardner Law after you hear the show and say,
Yeah.
listen, what you've done to Sherry is wrong. But why did he do the things he did to you?
You
I
know,
mean,
that's the mystery, Joe. I honestly, I don't know.
it took him 2 months to go through it.
He signed on in March. We've been working nonstop. He took on an adversary case against my attorney that got me into this mess and then walked away in 2022.
He did?
Yeah.
Same guy.
Same guy. He's handling all my cases. And
This guy?
Yeah.
So why would you go back to him?
No. He's handling an adversary case against my first attorney.
Got it. And then he's just as bad.
Yeah, he's, I think, worse. He led me to, he strung me along. He's stretched out statute of limitations and repose. It's just.
Okay, so this is true. This is how it happened, right? I mean, you have documentation that he just stopped communicating.
I have, that's one thing I do very, very well is document to the end for myself and others. And
why is it the system is designed to do this? I mean, it basically, have you talked to the judge about this?
I filed a notice 3 weeks ago. I think it's been about 3 weeks now with the courts and said.
With all the documentation.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything, the dates, chronology. I put everything and said, please, Your Honor, compel him to respond. Right?
He just disappeared.
Well, the courts haven't compelled. They're ignoring too. They don't know what to do. Deadlines got missed. I don't know if the DOJ didn't go to him and tell him he can't do this case. I've been after the DOJ since 2021 because of the trustee. Why would he just disappear all of a sudden?
Well, wait, hold on a second. Why would the DOJ get involved? Why would the DOJ
Because the DOJ is the executive office for the trustee, and Greg Garvin is the top dog over there. And I have been going to him since 2021 with my attorney complaining about Greg Garvin.
Should we call him?
Sure.
Can we make some phone calls here?
You want me to get my phone?
No, I'm gonna make the call here. Hey, do we have a setup to make phone calls? Oh, we don't have outbound? So Greg Garvin, all right, tell me more about Greg Garvin.
He is the head of the DOJ. He's the head of the trustee program, the executive office for the trustees. And back in 21, when I thought Elizabeth was a good attorney and trying to help me, she took me to the DOJ because she said, I've never seen anything like this.
This is the one that you thought was helping you.
But then she left in 2022.
So, all right, what's her name?
Elizabeth Germain. She's with Robinson and Henry.
She's now with Robinson and Henry?
She's always been with Robinson and Henry.
I thought she left. Okay, so she left me.
She left me holding the bag in 2021. She helped me behind the scene. She set up the deal with the trustee that we made that they didn't honor. And then, Joe, what's really curious is the judges switched.
So hold on a second.
Right after the deal was made.
Michael Morris, we just had a case, bankruptcy case. Yeah. Have you talked to him?
Oh, I know Mike, yeah.
It seems like they're just grifting and stealing properties and stealing people's.
No accountability, so they can do it, Joe. So nobody's checking.
Where's the checks and balances?
There isn't any.
And the DOJ, all right, let's do this.
I have a mountain of paperwork to the DOJ. Proof. I mean, it's not even speculative anymore. I've lost everything. The trustee sold a house and she didn't count capital gains tax. Like, that's a new tax for the United States. Capital gains. Over $278,000 that she did not show the court that made the property of inconsequential value. She sold it and bankrupted the estate. She hasn't filed taxes in 4 years.
Who is this person?
Jeannie Yago. Jeannie Y. Yago, the trustee, Chapter 7 Trustee.
Yago.
Yeah, Jaygo. Jayago. Jagow. Jagow. Yeah. If you pull her up, it'll say she's permanently closed. Well, I don't know how she was ever open. She can't spell trustee. She didn't know anything. She held my company for 5 years. I have over 20.
Julia?
No, it's
It's not her, is it?
Jeannie. Jeanney. Jagow. Jagow.
Is this in Pennsylvania too?
No, it's here, Jeannie Yago law office. It's not Pennsylvania.
It's PA.
It's here in It's here.
Hold on.
Okay.
We'll find it.
Okay, I can pull it up. Well, she's not on anymore. If you go to her website, it says permanently closed. I've asked the DOJ about that. I'm like, this is my trustee, but she's permanently closed. What's going on? I have no accounting. Everybody listen to me. I am 6 years into this bankruptcy. I have a property in Maui that was sold in 2022. No accounting. All my personal belongings gone. Don't know where they are. No accounting. A house in Grand Lake that was forced sold, and that's where she bankrupted it because she didn't count capital gains tax. Lied to the court. I have 700 documents saying this is going to happen, and I was ignored the whole way. Now it's happened, and I'm still being ignored.
It shows that she's still an attorney.
Well, she's an attorney. She's just not a Chapter 7 trustee anymore. At least, I don't know. Maybe they changed that too. I don't know.
Maybe she's living in your house.
She could be. I don't know. They all
Did we find out who bought the house?
It was sold. They did sell it. They forced sold me. Which one are we talking about? Maui? I don't know who bought Maui. That's not. I don't have any records on that from 2022.
People, you don't even seem to understand what's happening. This is a real case. It's a real case. And as we get further into it, they act with impunity and do whatever they want. It is basically a cartel.
It is beyond that. We're not even slaves, Joe.
What's that? Yeah. Okay, let's pull up this. This is an email that was sent to the DOJ. All right, pull it up.
And the Office of Interior General, everybody who's supposed to be checking on this. Everybody.
All right, this is from Sherry to David Miller.
Well, he's the trustee's attorney. He works for Spencer Fain.
What do you mean he's a trustee's attorney?
The trustee has 5 attorneys, Joe. I've been fighting pro se by myself. 5 of them. I'm not kidding.
Hold on. Jagao trustee is a trustee.
Yeah, and then Greg
David
Garvin
Miller
is her trustee. Well, her attorney. Sorry. Excuse me.
She has an attorney because she did something wrong.
She has an attorney. David Miller has 2 attorneys. The trustee got another attorney besides David Miller. I have 3 different law firms fighting me.
And Gregory Garvin.
He's the DOJ. He's the head of the DOJ, the head of the U.S. trustee program that I can show. I can put up documentation since 2021. I have been begging. Please help me. What is going on here? Where is my stuff?
Guys, as I'm reading this deal, as I read it, I need you to do research for me. Patrick, get me the phone number for Mr. Garvin, please.
I could give it to you probably, but
he'll get it.
Okay.
Mr. Garvin, let me read this email to the DOJ, and you put everybody else on it. You should have.
And the reason I sent this, Joe, is because this is the filing that I put with the court because Baumgartner didn't answer. So I'm putting them all on notice here.
So here's what I find interesting. You have all of these attorneys that are working with judges, working with trustees to steal people's lives. Do you understand that? These are and by the way, every single one of them is not subject to any rules because they have immunity.
Oh, not David Miller, her attorney. He's the only one that's been paid out all the money that's been taken, not the creditors that I offered to pay in full in 2022 and 2023, that I offered to bring $700 cash into the courtroom to show I had the money, Joe, and they told me no. I said, am I in voluntary bankruptcy or voluntary? I'm confused.
And what year was that?
2022 was the first offer.
Okay, when was the bankruptcy started?
20.
Yeah, so you're fine. You're within the limit.
Yeah, I offered to pay in full. We had a deal. We were supposed to do it. 2023 comes around. New judge steps in, and they tell me, "You can't." I said, "What do you mean I can't? I'm going to pay everybody in full."
So they stole your property. Have you tried suing all these people?
I am suing all of these people.
Have you talked to Stephanie?
No, I have not, because I do need to find an attorney, but there isn't one in Colorado. I challenge anyone in Colorado that has, I don't know, excuse me, the balls.
No, you can't find, it doesn't exist.
They don't exist.
They don't exist.
I have a fabulous attorney in Texas.
You have a cartel, the cartel of lawyers here.
Yes.
Small group of people.
It's a cesspool. It's a cesspool, and I'm looking at the camera. I'm here to drain your pool, okay? I'm here to drain you.
Well, let's not say that yet. Let's do this first. Let's read this. Attached to the filing that's submitted today, August 6, 2026, concerning the breakdown of my legal representation and my request for immediate protective relief until competent counsel is identified, accepts responsibility for this matter, and formally appears, I am forced to protect my rights and address this record directly. For the record, I am back. I am paying attention. I am not going away. I will proceed lawfully, deliberately, and with an increasingly complete command of the record. I will continue through every proper court, appellate, administrative, regulatory, oversight, legislative, journalistic, and public forum available to me until the property, money, conduct, and administration of this bankruptcy have been fully and truthfully accounted for. I have described the Colorado judiciary and attorney regulation system as rotted to the core. I do not use that phrase merely because I disagree with a ruling. I use it after nearly 6 years of documented non-disclosure, contradictory positions, missing or unexplained assets, attorney failures, regulatory closures, procedural avoidance, and the absence of any meaningful independent accounting. The number of consistencies in the failures of this case cannot continue to be dismissed as isolated mistakes. The repeated closure of attorney regulation complaints without substantive engagement has caused me to begin a separate examination of the Office of Attorney Regulatory Counsel handling of these matters. I am investigating whether the regulatory structure is meaningfully addressing attorney misconduct or merely insulating admitted attorneys from accountability through administrative box checking and procedural dispositions.
That's what they're doing.
Every attorney, fiduciary, and public official copied on this email should ask whether continued silence is consistent with the oath, professional duties, fiduciary obligation, and public trust attached to the person's position. Mr. Garvin and the Department of Justice. Mr. Garvin, this communication is particularly to you, according to our correspondence and meeting history in my possession. Elizabeth Liz Germain, introduced to me by you in the Department of Justice in 2021 while attempting to obtain assistance concerning this case. It is now August of 2026. 5 years have passed. During that time, I've repeatedly communicated with the Department of Justice, the United States Trustee Program, the federal oversight officials, court personnel, attorneys, and regulators. I've submitted complaints, docket references, correspondence, financial information, and documentary evidence. Not one has provided a substantive, evidence-based response that reconciles the assets, proceeds, tax liabilities, personal property, professional payments, creditor treatment, and conduct I've repeatedly identified. I've received acknowledgments. I've received procedural explanations. I've received silence. I have watched complaints be closed or redirected. I have not received an accounting. No receipt has produced a complete evidentiary response disproving or reconciling the central matters I have raised. Instead, the issues have repeatedly been compartmentalized, delayed, procedurally avoided, or treated as though exhaustion would eventually silence me. The strategy has failed. The record has grown. My understanding has deepened. My questions are now more precise. The very system that expected attrition be removed to remove me, instead train me to be identify, organize, document, and expose what has occurred. This is a formal demand for accounting and independent review. This email constitutes another formal demand to the United States Trustee Program exercising its supervisory and enforcement authority and cause for following matters to be independently reviewed and accounted for. If the department contends that any requested information must be obtained through a particular court or administrative procedure, then identify that procedure, the legal basis for requiring it, and the official responsible for responding. Complete estate counting. Provide the transaction level accounting from petition date through the present for every estate asset, receipt, disbursement, reserve, professional payment, tax payment, creditor distribution, and remaining balance. The accounting must be reconciled to the underlying estate bank statements and canceled checks, trust ledgers, and accounting software, closing the settlement statements, including Maui property in 2022 sale, escrow records, tax returns and tax correspondence, fee applications, payment authorizations, and billing records, asset inventories and appraisals, sale, abandonment, transfers, and disposition documents, and reports filed with or submitted to the United States Trustee. And you go on to say personal property and household contents.
I have
They
nothing.
kept that, right?
It's
They kept
everything. Personal property.
I mean, come on. This is
My
this is-
bed. Joe.
So I want everybody to understand. We had Tim on here. We
Yeah.
had Tim. We had Mike Morris.
Yeah.
We have Sherry on there. They're in
There's
3
more.
different states, guys.
Yeah.
3 different states. You know
Come
the number.
forward.
Do you know the number of people that are going through this process in a rotted judiciary that is treating the American people like slaves? Like slaves.
We're just,
Ah.
it's like they just
It's
take
maddening.
candy and
Maddening,
say, cry,
maddening.
baby. cry. Nothing
Okay,
you can do.
So it goes through. Keep
I go
going up as
through
we're saying,
everything.
Tom.
I just want to make sure they understand what I'm asking for. I am telling you, I do not have one piece of paper from a $4 million property in Maui being sold.
You don't even know what you sold for.
Oh, I know what it's supposedly sold for.
What did it
It's
sell for?
3.6 million, but it's if you look it up
So
on
where did the money
Zillow,
go?
I don't know. In fact, they say it's sold on July 2nd, but it doesn't show that it
So
was
the
sold
money
on
is
July
supposed
2nd.
to come back to you if there's any remaining proceeds.
I should have
money's supposed to go back to you.
1.3 million minimum from that sale. Minimum.
But you didn't get anything.
I didn't get a dime, and they took my personal property,
Do you
my
have
bike,
Garvin's
my
phone
golf
number?
clubs, everything gone.
You have Garvin's phone number? Oh, see, got it. Let's talk to him. Let's call him. Let's call Mr. Garvin. 303-312.
How about everybody call Greg Garvin for me?
We're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna do this first.
Maybe he'll return my call.
You have reached. I think you said Nicole.
No,
Is
I
that
didn't.
correct?
No.
Okay. Do you say dollars, Nicole? Say yes or no.
No.
Or press 1 for yes or 2 for. You have reached the Denver office of the United States Trustee for District of Colorado. Please listen to all options before making a selection. If you would like information regarding our office location, please press or say 1. If you would like information regarding how to reach the bankruptcy court, please press or say 2. If you need general assistance, please press or say 0. To reach a specific United States trustee staff member, please say the person's first name, then last name that you are trying to reach.
Gregory
To hear these
Garvin.
options, I think you said Gregory Garvin.
Yes.
Is that correct? Transferring your call to Garvin, Gregory, USTP. The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable.
It's been
Please leave a
unavailable for a
message
lot of
after the
years,
tone.
Joe.
When you have finished, please hang up or press the pound key for more options.
Hi, Gregory Garvin. This is Joe and Oltmann, and I am calling on behalf of, we've now had 4 people. We're doing an investigative piece specifically on what the bankruptcy court has done to several people that have come forward and basically taking their assets, not providing receipts, and doing some pretty shady stuff. And so I know that this particular deal was put back in front of you for Sherry McGann. We also have we have Michael Morris in a different state. We have Tim Brown in a different state. And it shows a pattern that basically the bankruptcy court and the DOJ is allowing it to happen. So I'd like to get back to me. I'm currently on a show right now kind of talking about this and reading through an email that was sent to you on August 6th. Doesn't appear you've responded to that at this point, but we're concerned, and so are the people that are listening, because this seems to be happening all over the country, and this is just a few cases that have come forward, but I want to get this resolved. And anyway, call me back, please.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. You'll notice this is a long email. It's well written, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
too large to hide.
Yeah.
That's what I say. It is. How can I have over $6 million on my AB schedule, Joe, that's gone? No one can tell me where it is. I have partners in Hawaii that just took my property. They even offered to pay 50% into an escrow, and the trustee said no. Why? Why would she say no?
I want to stop this right now and say, you do one thing for me. Wherever platform you're on, just go ahead and hit the share button, share it. You are the ambassadors of truth. I already know. I just got another couple of things where I guess maybe it's Dan Bonji. I don't know who it is, but making it very difficult for people to actually go on Rumble and watch it on Rumble. It just irritates me. It's an irritating thing. So maybe you could just hit the share button, do the sharing stuff, thumbs up, all that stuff to do it. Okay, so. And if you're listening to this on the audio version, I just want you to know, or you're on Spotify, Pandora, or one of those, you can still participate in this. Pretty crazy stuff.
If I wasn't living it and someone told me the story, I don't know that I would believe it, truly. But it's happening to me, so I know what I had, I know what I built, I know what I designed, I know I'm a risk manager. I have everything covered. And the trustee wouldn't even go collect on a $5 million policy I had in place that attorneys said, there's no way it can't be covered. It's just, I don't know if she did it on purpose or she really is that dumb.
But you had lawyers that literally gave you advice and told you this is completely wrong.
Yes,
this sounds like the case I have with Coomer. Same thing. You had a sua sponte where the overruled a 20-year judge got in and said, I find probable falsity. I never lied about anything ever. And then she just made it up as she went along.
That was McNamara. He would write it and put it on the, and I'd be like, wait a minute, you're rewriting the story. That's not what happened. And thankfully, I will say for Judge Brown, we had a hearing in May 3rd, 2022, and she got everything on the record that I needed to. In fact, now that I know what I know about rules of evidence, she admitted things that really shouldn't have been. But it was kind of funny to go back on the transcript because when Mr. Miller would object, she would say, sit down to him. And I didn't realize how important that was. But I do have, everything if somebody would look at it. But everybody just keeps finding reasons to pass it off. I miss a deadline, so it takes 2 years to get back in front of that judge.
Yeah, so it's so what happened to Liz Germain?
Okay, so let me tell you about Liz Germain because I just got a filing yesterday from her attorney.
I feel like you're going to get struck by lightning.
You know what? I'm going to be more dangerous. I'm going to be more dangerous if I get struck by lightning and leave this earth. That's the only reason I'm probably still here. Okay, so yeah,
it's going to haunt them.
Let me tell you, we won't go down that conversation, Joe. But when you say evil, these judges and these magistrates, they don't really realize the sacred role that they hold anymore, do they?
No, they don't. They
really don't know that. And I know because I have walked in the darkness and I've seen the very special place that's created for them. When they get to hell, they're going to be happy that they've gotten to hell for what they've done to people here, to human beings. Don't they realize that we should be helping each other? I'm not talking just being an American, like that's basic. We should help someone, but take someone's house when they're offering to pay it in full. Why?
Yeah. Well, I do want to say this. I want to stop here for a minute because I think it's really important for those of you that went and supported Tina Peters yesterday and did what I asked you to do. I got text, emails, phone calls. I just want to say thank you to you. Thank you for doing that. Right? That was pretty amazing. And for the people that sent me text messages saying, "Hey, this is what I did," I want to thank you. And yes, I have several of you that I'll reach out to. I just want to just say thank you. I want to say thank you for doing that for me. Okay. I wanted to make sure I got that out. Okay. Now we have this document. I'm going to walk through some stuff. Oh my gosh.
I know. It's like,
it's driving me nuts. All right. This is the Bankruptcy Protection Loop.
Oh, yeah. This is what I believe.
You have a person.
I have these three attorneys. Back in 24, I went to the OARC to report them because they're supposed to be regulating attorneys. This is so black and white what they've done. Look where I'm at. And you know what? I got all 4 of those returned in the same envelope with the same wording with a rubber stamp on it saying they didn't do anything wrong. Didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, so hold on a second. These are all 4 attorneys.
Roger Adams. Let me tell you about each one of them.
So guess what? I have another case right now that we're going to be bringing on here of a person that is in the OARC who they're going after her for a serial rapist that raped his own children. And we're gonna Wreck-It Ralph on that deal as well. Actually, let me ask her because they're trying to take her license.
Oh, good.
No, they're trying to take her license for the serial rapist.
Oh, no way.
No, I kid you not.
Oh, well, of course. Yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah. I guess I won't name names, but the gal who always talks to me, well, they won't even talk to me. They say they don't have to talk to me. Everything has to be through snail mail.
All right. What needs to happen is there need to be a RICO case, a class action RICO case that is filed on behalf of people in the country.
I'll head it up.
So Mike Moore, they're relatively expensive, but I know the lawyer that will do this.
Okay.
I actually have the lawyer. I'm like thinking about how to use the lawyer.
Okay.
I know a lawyer.
I'll be a good assistant.
So they had these 4 cases.
Mhm. Yeah.
And do we have the letters? Do we have the letters too, or just this?
I didn't bring them with me, but
Okay.
Patrick
Same
might have
letters,
them. But
same
yeah,
letters.
they're stamped. Stamped on the front. Didn't do anything wrong. Let me tell you about. Let's start with Roger K. Adams. Okay, I go to this guy desperate. I am dying in 2024. Please help me. Nobody will take it. He's leaving for vacation, but he tells me the only way he'll take it is if I go get a $5,000 cashier check and shove it under his door before he leaves. He leaves for 10 days. He misses filing a response to the trustee by 48 hours, and the judge dismisses the case with prejudice. That's on appeal right now in 26-CV00234. But it's taken me 2 years. It's 2026, and I'm just waiting for the courts to rule. But we could wait for another year.
I know the perfect judge or perfect attorney for this. Who will wreck it?
Let's wreck it.
Let's
wreck it.
All right, and he doesn't care because he could care less if you tried to take his license.
Yeah,
he's over.
The only reason I don't have one is because I think I'm more powerful as a pro se. I could probably pass the bar in English and Italian.
Well, let's walk through this deal, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. All right, I've got the text messages and the emails. Just go to a different platform. Go over to YouTube. You know what?
That's where I watch it, is YouTube.
Let me see if it. Oh, what happened? Did I just do something wrong? Oh boy.
Yeah, I think the problem with the OARC, Joe, is that they're just checking boxes. If you want to color, take your coloring book and your crayons and go color. Don't check a box just to check a box. Because when I ask what they've done, what you investigate, basic questions. Tell me how you came to that conclusion. I'm ignored.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even exist. Nobody has to explain where my money is. Nobody has to explain where my items are. It's just we're year 6 and I still don't have accounting. How's that?
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. We have this document from Baumgartner who withdrew.
Well, he didn't withdraw. He didn't withdraw. This is the document that he put up that he was trying to withdraw me from the bankruptcy court to get me into a state court so I could have a jury trial. Because, we don't really want the people to see what Liz Germain did, right? We're going to see if we can procedurally make this go away in the court.
Wait, hold on a second. He was trying to not have you have a jury trial?
Well, no, Baumgartner was trying to have me have a jury trial. Liz Germain's attorney, Jason Mesclar, I think his name is, he's the one that doesn't want me to have, they're fighting, they don't want me to have this. You have to ask permission. I don't know the whole legal thing to have a jury trial in a bankruptcy. It's not common. You can have it. There's case law that you can. But he wanted to move it to a state court because, he had he thought he could do better there, or it was more procedurally proper. I truly don't know, because it's been 2 months. He's left me hanging on this. So
and just hasn't done anything.
Nothing. Well, he filed something. The one that was up earlier, he filed, and then Judge McNamara kind of scolded both of them. They didn't even include a proposed order, like that basic 101. But the judge is like, "Hey guys, read the federal rules. Don't you know how to file?" So he scolded both of them, and then Burke disappeared. And we worked that night. I gave him what he asked for. I helped him redo it, and he just never filed it. And then he filed the same document again. It's stamped 89 and I think 94. He uploaded it again, same document that the court scolded him for.
So he's basically committing malpractice.
I can't get an answer. I don't know. He told me his wife uploaded it by mistake. That's what he said.
But they haven't uploaded a new one.
No. That was 6 weeks ago.
Okay. So if you guys see this letter from Baumgartner, this is a disengagement letter.
This is the second one that I got from him.
This is the kissing you goodbye.
The second one. He did it back in July too, but he never kissed me goodbye. He never left. He just ignored me. Again.
You see his phone number on this letter. It's the 303-529 a 3476. So if you decide that you want to call and ask why he's not
Poor Brian.
giving
Sorry,
good
Brian.
representation.
Brian will be the one that answers the phone. He's the only one that actually answers.
Okay, so
Pretty.
no longer take any. So this is a new disengagement. So you had another letter like this too.
And that they said that he returned from vacation, even though Brian had told me he was at a funeral for 10 days. But he returned from vacation, and it was much more complicated than he thought. Okay, we're 8 months into it. And he didn't have jurisdiction in Hawaii. He didn't say Hawaii, but they said it didn't have jurisdiction, which I already have an attorney in Hawaii that said he could do pro hoc vice. We're ready to go.
Hold on a second. Let me read this to you.
Okay.
As I explained many days ago, Baumgartner Law can no longer represent you and can no longer take action as your attorney except for file motions for withdrawal.
All right.
I have been out of work due to a severe illness that resulted in hospitalization this week, and I just returned to part-time work today. Is that true?
I don't know. I've been
he
told
went on vacation.
Well, his first letter told me he was just returned from vacation.
First letter 2 months ago.
His first letter in July, that he was going to
And
disengage.
now he's sick.
Now he's sick. But
he was
Brian
in-
told me Brian at his office, who answers the phone, told me he was at a funeral.
Okay, so they can't get their
story straight. No.
These are the lawyers that we have to deal with.
And don't think I don't record everything, Joe. I have every conversation recorded I've ever had. I am the queen of documentation.
Right. Do you have any of those recordings we can play right now?
Not with me, and I'm not sure if I want to record, give
Why?
that discovery.
It's all, you're going to have to in discovery anyway.
That's true. Yeah, no, I don't have them now, but I didn't have them with me. But
it is. Guys, I don't even know how we can sit here and have this conversation and not be like,
alarmed.
We're screwed.
We are so screwed. Where do you go with it?
It's
so big.
It is so big.
It's like I can only speak really of Colorado, but I can tell you that my counsel that is outside of Colorado, because again, there is no one in Colorado capable. They say this is the wild, wild west. They've never seen anything like this. Like it's who just comes in and takes 2 properties from somebody and doesn't have to show where they're at and all their personal belongings and just kind of basically says, hey, here's what we have to tell you, lady.
All right.
That's what I get.
My goodness.
I know.
Okay,
I'm
trying to.
It's hard. I don't want to get in the weeds, but
follow me into the depths of I don't know where.
I don't know where either. It's but again, I do believe like Tina was talking about yesterday. I have a purpose now, right? I was so naive to think that this system would ever protect me. I really was.
It can't protect you.
It can't. It's too broken. And so now I'm lethal. And I've been trained by the very system that tried to break me. And I'm just going to document and document and document and show it. And that's where we're at. Because I'm telling the truth. If I was lying, they could have shut me up a long time ago.
But you're not. That's the whole thing. I'm not lying about Coomers. There's no lying about this stuff. They just they cheat and lie and cheat and lie and steal, and they don't understand that they're pissing off enough people that really just want their pound of flesh.
Yeah, I want my pound of flesh.
Figuratively.
I don't know.
Figuratively.
Spiritually, how's that? How about I take it? I can take it a lot of ways.
That works. Okay.
We won't go there. I'm not divulging all my secrets.
Yeah. So guys, I know what's going on. Yeah, this is the whole thing with, man, people are really pissed off at you, Chris Pavlovsky, over at Rumble. I don't know why you do this. I don't know why you let Dan Bongino make phone calls and say, shut down Joe Oltmann and take away more of his, do it even more, make it harder. Or does he have his own login? They can get in and do that stuff. I'm just curious. Pretty crazy, actually. Pretty crazy. All right, let's talk about this. You've gone through this for the last 6 years. You don't sound like you're giving up anything.
Oh, I'm just getting started. I'm going after DOJ, OARC, all the attorneys that have done this, judges, anybody who gets in my way, I'm running them over. I'm done.
Okay, so that sounds good in theory, but the system is literally just rotted to the core.
It is. But
So-
now I know
so-
how to navigate the rotten
So,
system.
well, I know, because you still got rotted people, and they're really rotted.
I'll just document and expose them. If they're dumb enough to keep doing it, I will just keep documenting it. It's got to come out somewhere, someday.
I have a lawyer for you.
Okay, good.
Ashley, this is your case. Just going to tell you right now, you are going to Wreck-It Ralph on this case. She is a pit bull, and
Love it, because I have two of them.
She's going to love to go after these people.
Fabulous. I will be her best assistant.
I will pass. Let me see here. What is this?
Thank you.
I don't even know if a RICO class action is actually a real thing, just so you know. I just figured I'd say it.
I know. It
So-
sounds good.
So just so you know, Mike, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's actually a real thing. But if it is a real thing, or if it was a real thing, I think that's what needs to happen. Get everybody together, get Tim Burton together with you guys,
Mhm.
and Wreck-It
Mike
Ralph.
and Steve and everybody. It's
And
just
even combining with someone like Christopher Gregory that understands the OARC in
Yeah.
Colorado and how corrupt and rotted it is.
absolutely.
There might be, I might pick up the phone and call another lawyer friend who's on her way out that might want to get involved in this as well.
Okay. Fabulous. Yeah. There's the
Oh
office.
yeah, let's call there.
Yeah.
Is there a phone number there?
Hey, Jill. Let's ask for Jill.
What's her name?
Jill. She's the one that rubber stamps everything. I'm still waiting for a response on something else, totally not related to me. But this is how I know they know me, okay? So I complained on 2 other issues that are totally unrelated. It has to do with my work, right? It has nothing to do with me. And they sent it to my personal email, the responses to my personal email, and a wrong address. They mailed it. And I'm like, wait a minute, how do you even know? So I know that they know me, and it's good. They should know me because their job is sacred. They are supposed to be watching all these attorneys that know they're not being watched. So
These people hate me, so.
well, they hate me too, Joe. So don't worry.
And I really just want what's right. I
Me
don't really
too.
care. I don't
Do
care
your
about that
job.
stuff.
Just do your job.
All
Real
right,
simple.
so okay, Sherry. Well, I tell you what, we'll talk to everyone about this.
Okay.
We'll put up some more stuff on this.
All right.
I'm sure that I'll get a funny letter from Mr. Burke.
I hope so. Maybe you'll get a response. I don't. I
I'm
hope
so
you do.
glad that you recorded all this stuff. By
Oh,
the way,
yeah.
lying to someone about the fact that you were hospitalized, he has to provide that documentation. And if he doesn't, it's going to be massive problems. And then you can ask for proof on the proof of him being hospitalized because he put it in the document. So you need a lawyer.
He put me in a really bad situation. He wasted a year of my time, wasted, like literally. And I would say, look,
So she just said, is this a case where you have the ability to pay for representation? I said yes. Right?
no,
No?
not really. No, he was not now. They've taken everything. I have nothing left.
Oh, let me redo that.
I'll work something out. Let's put it that way.
Okay, sure. Sorry.
We'll figure out something. I need help.
They're
you
listening.
know?
All right.
It's Joe. I never thought about this.
I didn't think that. I mean, Tim's case, $400 million.
Oh, I know. He's got a lot more zeros than me, and his is. I thought I was worse until I heard his story, and it's unbelievable what this man's going through. But I think he's going to prevail too. I think it's too big to hide. You can't,
But you gotta. So if you are facing the same thing, go ahead and send us an email, joe@untamednation.com. I keep getting, I went back and talked to the judge that wanted to come forward, and they said, yeah, Joe, you don't even understand how bad it is. And that's not even the worst part.
I bet.
They started talking about, I don't want to expose who this person is because I've been desperately trying to get this judge to come forward and give us more information, sit for an interview. So I think it's probably in my best interest not to go any further into that. But I will just say this. the amount of backdoor dealings and corruption inside the judiciary, it is a pipeline of evil people. It is a pipeline of evil people.
It is.
And for somebody to tell me that the judiciary is mostly good, I would say that there are bright lights that shine in a mostly not good environment. That's what I would say.
I
So
agree.
that's my best way to put it, most honoring way to put it. Okay. Somebody wants to send Tina money. Okay, you can do that. Yeah, I'll help you. Okay. Sherry, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
I really
Joe.
appreciate it.
No, I appreciate
Thank
it.
you very
Yeah,
much.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
We're going to take another quick commercial break just so I can get my head straight on this Wreck-It Ralph portion and deal with the massive number of emails and texts and things saying, I can't get on Rumble. I can't find it on Rumble. When I'm on Rumble, it's kicking me off. Shame on you, Chris. Shame on you. And by the way, it was just yesterday that I came out on Dan Bongino and you come out and let this happen. I mean, Rumble is this is the part that frankly just irritates me. It's not one side or the other, right? It's not one side or the other. It's both sides that say that they're on your side, but they're not. They're not on your side. We'll take another quick break here for our sponsors, for our people that are coming in. I got to get used to saying this and to stay with us instead of saying we'll be right back. I'm not allowed to say that either. So just say I'm learning this. You have to say we're going to have a word from our sponsors and then come back and join me. All right.
Oh, hi. I almost didn't see you there. Welcome to DCF Buns, where you can find the freshest buns in town, if I do say so myself. Our master bakers teach class every week. So whether you're new to baking or trying to improve your culinary skills, we got you covered. And we can help you bake the cake of your dreams. We'll even clean your cake if you want. And if you don't want to bake anything yourself, we have loads of fresh buns available in a variety of shapes and sizes. Check us out at dcfbuns.com to learn more. DCF Buns, we keep the buns hot and the deals hotter. Buns.
In every thread, in every stitch, Honor-Bound USA weaves the fabric of the American spirit. It's not just apparel, it's a testament to God, family, and country. At Honor-Bound USA, we're a family of patriots who put our faith, family, and America first. When you visit our website, you'll find a line of products that embody our commitment to pray, stand, speak, and act. As the official site for the Untamed podcast, all of our products proclaim speaking the truth with courage. We also have the powerful documentary from Professor David Clements, Let My People Go. Identify yourself as one of the few who are willing to stand for what they believe in. Join the Honor-Bound USA family today. Wear it as a badge of honor, commitment to the values that shape us, and a pledge to the bright future we will build together. Because when you're honor-bound, you're not just wearing a brand, you're embodying a lifestyle.
Where did all the guys in the office go?
American women now hold 176,000 more payroll jobs than American men. That's a far cry from 3 decades ago when men held nearly 7 million more jobs than women. What changed? The largely male-dominated industries of manufacturing and construction have lost employment for decades due to automation and offshoring. Meanwhile, the healthcare industry, which is 78% female, is thriving. The male unemployment rate is actually relatively low right now, but the number of men who aren't even looking for a job has reached a nearly 20-year high. Gen Z men grew up witnessing the effects of the Great Recession and corporate America's push to bring more women into male-dominated fields. That left many of them feeling pessimistic about their own employment prospects. So for the guys who aren't working or even looking for work, what are they up to? Many are living at home. Some are even embracing the trend of being a stay-at-home boyfriend with a breadwinning girlfriend. This is all while more and more of life is happening through a screen. Social media, video gaming, sports betting, further isolating men from real life. But we can fix this. We can encourage more men to enter education, healthcare, and administration, just as women were encouraged to pursue careers in STEM. We could also expand vocational training and apprenticeships for men who are skipping college. It's time to bring a generation of young men back in from the sidelines.
Think about that. White men have removed themselves from the workforce and replaced, and then you have this this system that's designed to beat down white men. Just beat us down. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy that white men specifically are targets. You want to know why? Because we're fearless, most of us. We just are. We're just, look, most of us, white men, have a strong belief in God. Well, you have the other ones, team evil ones, right? They're employed. You know, people like Coomer, they're employed, who play for team evil. And they're actually just a bunch of wussies. They're not tough at all. They're not strong. But they stand together as just really, I mean, evil people. They just do evil things. They just don't have a lot of character. Not a lot of character. But I gotta ask you, where are they going? And most of them are just working for themselves. Just kind of just, it's getting more and more to the point where there's not enough meat left on the bone. So they're finding ways to get away from it. The United States has turned into a hostage state. It's a country that is basically holding people hostage. Good people are ostracized and bullied, or bad people can keep running their mouths. I mean, I dealt with it this morning. A friend of mine walked in. He's like, I was wearing this shirt about a friend of, and we were in this group, and you had this radical leftist guy, and you can't discriminate against people in the group. And he's like, oh, you're not supposed to make this group political. And you have a shirt and it has his name on it. I thought to myself, just shut up. But these weaselly little punks can't. They just can't. And by the way, there are not a lot of them. Just enough of them that you want to just, throat punch them. You can't, obviously, because they'll whine and cry and, try to get reparations for it. I want you to play this. This is a call in from Michigan, C-SPAN caller. And this is crazy. Go ahead, play it.
Talk about the economy. Well, you ought to be in Michigan, because the illegal immigrants in Michigan are doing very, very well. They've got houses in upper income neighborhoods like Bloomfield Hills and Grosse Pointe, purchased by Michigan taxpayers, and it doesn't get reported. They've got cars. You can go to Costco. You can go to Sam's Club. They have all new cars leased by Michigan taxpayers. The houses, all kinds of communities were built for Syrian Muslims when Obama was in office, did not get reported. They've got communities that are strictly for them: homes, clothes, food.
And Barbara,
cars.
you said
I already said you're living in a slave state. It's pretty obvious. And they don't have to play by the rules. Sherry just talked to us about the fact that they don't have to play by the rules. There's no checks and balance. You go to the OARC that is supposed to regulate attorneys, and it does nothing. Rubber stamp, waits a long time tries to basically demoralize people. But there's a case coming out of the OARC right now where David Beller's law firm did not talk about the conflict with the OARC and had somebody in his office represent this person, because that's how corrupt they are. Remember David Beller, the attorney for Eric Coomer? Yeah, that little evil midget. Yeah, that guy. Little stick figure that runs around Lululemon stuff. I want to say more, but I'm not going to say more about it. But I'm going to say this: he's an unethical little prick, little prick. He better hopes we don't get to the rapture. He better hopes it doesn't get to that point. He better hope it doesn't. Making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Joe is coming I want you to see this. This is the supposed leader of the Senate race in Texas talking about the Carmelo Anthony verdict. And he's, by the way, he's wrong. He's wrong. He said that there were no black members of the jury, which is wrong. But go ahead and play it.
Texas, we see what happened with Carmelo Anthony, and you said it was a tragedy.
Yeah.
What did you mean by that?
Well, I've done a lot of work in the State House on justice reform, and right now we've got a system that doesn't serve all Americans equally, and we know that black Texans have not gotten the justice they deserve in many cases. And I'm not an expert on this particular case, but I know that there were no black members of the jury, and to me, that's the only evidence you need to really prove that this system is not working for black Texans.
You're a retard. He plunged a knife into the chest of a young man. And then they lied about the circumstances behind it. And then black fatigue became a real thing because you had a bunch of monsters that were out there on the street talking about how they would beat and kill, and only good cracker is a dead cracker. They didn't arrest him. They arrested Jake Lang. And I'm not a racist. Matter of fact, you couldn't come to that conclusion ever. It would be less likely that I could be a leprechaun, or more likely I'd be a leprechaun than it is that I could be racist. And the chances of me being a leprechaun are pretty slow. I mean, I would not make a good leprechaun. I'm 6'2", right? So that wouldn't work out. But this James Tallarico is just retarded. He's the epitome of retarded. He makes retarded look good. He makes the R retarded kind of like you have to stutter. I can't. And I want to play this. I need you to remember what happened with Bukele. And he says you have to get rid of the judges. These people are above the law. And when the judges build a cartel with the lawyers, which is what has happened in Colorado and other states, then you don't have a chance because the attorneys have been beaten down to a place where it basically becomes theater. They already predetermine the outcome because they're basically fixing a system to do whatever they want. Now, I don't play by these same rules, ever. You'll never get to a place where I play by these rules. But just imagine having a set of judges so diabolical and attorneys so diabolical that they would stand up. Wait till you hear about this case at the OARC, the Office for Attorney Regulation in Colorado. I want you to understand what I'm about to say to you. A guy that raped David Beller represented the OARC, did everything he could to make this case, him and his law firm. His law firm was responsible for representing the woman I'm talking about. But a convicted serial rapist who raped his own children filed a complaint with the OARC, right? That she represented, not knowing all of the details, and they basically are trying, they want her to pay him like $70,000. You can't make this up. But you have a case like Sherry's at the OARC, which is legitimately, like, as I look through all the information, I can find nothing that she's left out. And they sweep it under the rug, rubber stamp it, because Jill, let me tell you about Jill. She was just talking about Jill. This is a good story. This is why I tell you that it's so bad. So bad. Jill is on the board with Catherine Shea, who's handling those cases. She's in the intake division. She determines what cases move forward and which ones are dismissed. So Jill Jill over at the OARC wants to attack a mother. And here's how you know that it is motivated by what the political affiliation of this particular individual. This is how you know, okay? This is how you know. Because there's another case, and look, I'm deep into it now, just so you know. Like, if you want to know how bad Colorado is and the judiciary is in Colorado, I could write a book. I have enough information on judges that are clearly pedophiles, clearly sexual predators with child porn. You think child porn was just the one judge that a couple years ago committed suicide? It is all over the Colorado judiciary, all over it, all over it. The IP addresses for the judicial offices specifically have more content going into there than you would probably a registered sex offender. The amount of content being consumed in that building that is deviant sexual material is off the charts. Off the charts. It's not just one judge that has sexual material. And by the way, I'm talking to the DOJ right now. Just so you just go check the IPs. You have the NSA. You don't even need to have data algorithms that look for traffic. You don't have to have any of that. Just go check their computers, check their personal devices. Check it. You want to wreck it, Ralph, President Trump? Here's how you wreck it, Ralph. They're deviants. These are evil, evil, evil people. But they would rather have Jill say, hey, this case has to go through. Yeah, this case with the serial rapist has to go through, and we're going to make these other cases go away. It's not just Sherry's case, it's other cases. And judges that took Patrick's case that was clearly a violation of his rights. He was just asked a simple question, how do you identify? Patrick, our Patrick, spent nearly a 20-year career serving children honorably. And said, I look at everybody as an American. And they're like, oh, that's racist. Yeah, I'm an American. He didn't want to differentiate because he's a part of my tribe. He's a part of the generation that said, you know what? I don't care if you're a purple dinosaur. I don't care. What do I care? We thought we got rid of racism. And these white liberals, and more importantly, the people like the ADL, and all these other people that create friction and chaos in our communities, those are the people that get to dictate to us what's real and not real. But they're not real. They're trashy people that don't have any character. But his case, dismissed because they're immune. Because they have immunity. They have this little cartel, this cabal. Guys like me scare them, which is why they go to, that's why David Beller went to Facebook. And he told Facebook, hey, I need you to take this content down. I need you to block this content. It's why you have people that are out there at Facebook that are doing things like trying to block content for Abu Dhabi or whatever this other fake organization is that tried to block our content on different platforms. And these are things that are happening. And President Trump talks about how they're trying to sabotage his appointments. Liberal judges are trying to sabotage his appointments because they're not liberal judges. They're treasonous traitors against the American people. One side or the other. Let me just explain to you something that I hope you all understand. One side is going to have more courage than the other side to do the right thing, right? Or to do something. Sorry, not do the right thing. One side is team evil. One side is not team evil. One of these two sides is going to win based on their ability to do right by the American people. Right? One's trying to destroy it, one's trying to fix it. And the one that's trying to fix it got a bunch of team evil people behind them that have made it complicated, that are part of this tribe that wants to el resistance against the American ideals, that wants to put men in women's sports, that wants to do crazy, crazy stuff to destroy what is normal in our society. That's reality. We got to decide. We got to decide, man. We're at that place. Is Team Evil going to be the only one that wrecks it? Or is Team Good going to do something in order to stand up and take back what was never theirs? And that is going to have to, look, you want to talk about a civil war, we're already in the civil war. We're already in it. We're deep in it, baby. Let's go. And these aren't communists. They're not socialists. Stop putting these things on it that the Democrats are different than the Republicans. 85% of the country wants the Save America Act passed. 85%. That didn't say Democrats, Republicans, independents, purple dinosaurs, right? Gay, straight, trans. Look, there are trannies that believe that our country's going the wrong way. So they're not so mentally ill that they can't be like, well, you know what? It got me. But I probably shouldn't be on this bus. Maybe we should go a different direction. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to play for Team Evil, though. They already got me. Whacked my wiener off. But hey, listen, I don't want to play for that team. You have people like that. You have people that they recognize that I'm a little screwed up over here. But what those people are doing, those are evil dudes. And an unnormal number of gay people don't even think the LGBTQ, whatever that is, it's a real thing. They don't think, they're like, look, I'm gay. I'm not stupid. So you have Gays Against Groomers and all these other groups that are like, yeah, I may be gay, but I ain't for that. That's Team Evil. And I got something I struggle with, but that's not it. Now, I personally accept people where they are, not where I want them to be. I think, one of my best friends is gay, right? And I crack jokes with him all the time because I crack jokes with him all the time, right? It's easy to do. He's never called me a homophobe, right? And you see what I'm saying here? Is this like make any sense? Is this coming together? Like normal people want the Save America Act. Normal people, just us, everyone. What is John Thune saying? Nope. What's Mike Johnson saying? Nope. What's Laura Boebert saying? Nope. Well, give me some more of them. Byron's guy, is he saying yes or no? Byron Donalds, is he saying yes or no? I don't remember. We say yes or no. You have senators that are saying no, that are Republicans. We have it. And then they're like, well, we don't want to kill the filibuster. What do you think the Democrats are going to do? What do you think? They've already run the chips off the table. President Trump's out. President Trump's coming out. This is his second term. And still, we got two sides again. You got Team Evil, and you got the good guys. And the good guys are like, oh, well, we want to walk softly. No. They're complicit. They're complicit in the behavior of Team Evil because they're Team Evil light. American people said they want the Save America Act. They want it. 85%. That's what democracy is supposed to say, right? Hey, let's do what's right by the people. Let's take this topic off the table. Let's just go to paper ballots, hand count, in person. You have more information on X. You could build your own dossier of information related to election fraud on X and go into a case and of course, I rest my case, Your Honor. I rest my case, and I'm here to tell you now that the elections are bad. And that would be right. But the liberal judges, Bukele said it right down in Brazil. He's like, if you don't get rid of the judges, man, you can't fix the system. Play this cut.
Not disqualified. You've got a blue slip thing that's horrible. It's a horrible thing. It makes it impossible to appoint a judge or a U.S. attorney, and it's a shame. And the Republicans should be ashamed of themselves that they allow this to go on, because I can't appoint a U.S. attorney that's not a Democrat, because they put a block on it. So if you appoint in Virginia or in New Jersey or in California a U.S. attorney or a judge, I mean, a judge situation is ridiculous. The only people that you can get by are Democrats because they will put a hold on it. If I put up George Washington and Abraham Lincoln to be U.S. Attorney in New Jersey or to be U.S. Attorney in Virginia, we have Democrat senators, they will not approve them. And this is a gentleman's agreement that's lasted for too long, and it doesn't make it, especially in light of what's going on today. It means you can't appoint a Republican U.S. attorney, and we don't play the same game with them, but they do. And I hope that somebody speaks to Senator Grassley about doing something about the blue slip, because I'm telling you, John, I put up great people, top people, highest education, the best lawyers to be like U.S. attorney, and both senators, it only takes one, but if they're Democrat senators, they say we're not going to approve it. I had a couple of them say, why don't you appoint Democrats? All because Senator Grassley, with his blue slip stuff, will not let anybody go by. By the way, the Democrats have violated the blue slip provision on numerous occasions, but we don't do it. And what it means is, I guess I just have to keep appointing people for 3 months and then just appoint another one. And it's a very sad situation. We're losing a lot of great people. We have about 7 U.S. attorneys who are not going to be able to keep their jobs much longer because of the blue slip. Because unless, I think I know why they did that, to protect their ass. Okay, that's why they did that. But it should be done away with. I want to be able to appoint the most highly educated, the most respected people. They can't keep their jobs because of the blue slips. Terrible.
Because of the blue slips. Tell me how that's a country that is run by Republicans. Go ahead, tell me. Tell me it's a country that is run by, you have fake and fraudulent elections everywhere you turn. That's how they got in the positions they got in. That's how these appointments got made. And they made appointments based on the fact of whether or not you will toe this ideological line of demonic behavior, a betrayal of the American people. American people have been betrayed at every turn. At every turn. I got in a big fight with AI. And let me put this up there because I'm going to put this up later. But Danster says, Joe, at my factory I work with Haitians and illegals pay no state, federal, local, or Social Security. They keep all of their check, plus they got food stamps. Same amount as me per hour, but keep all of it. How do you guys feel about that? How do you feel about that? I just want to know how you feel about it. How do you feel about it? And it is that bad. What we're talking about is that bad. It's that bad. It's not maybe it's that bad. It is absolutely that bad. And we're supposed to sit here and take it. How do you feel about what I just said? You know what I mean? It's not like it's not like we're talking about things that are hyperbolic or that it's a conspiracy theory. None of this is conspiracy theories. The elections are stolen. The elections are fraudulent. Dan Bongino is a little paper tiger witch that went to Rumble and decided to tell him to stop people from being able to get on the site. Those are real things. Those are all true. Because he's a pussy. Oh, he's not going to like that one. It's going to be bad. I'm just having a little fun with it. So it is kind of fun. All right, listen, we're going to, I set their ADP workforce up so I know by Pasture Online Force to help set up their accounts. What? Can you get me some information? Dancer, do this for me, favor for me, will you? Send me an email, joe@untamednation.com. Send me an email. And let's get some information up, and I'll put it up. I want the American people to know that you are a slave. 56 cents on every dollar, property tax because you don't own your home. They get to take from you whatever you want, charge you $1,500, $2,000 a month for health care, which is really not health care. stuff vaccines down your throat, make it so that you're taxed literally out of your shoes. Well, they get online and start virtue signaling about the fact that we're at $40 trillion in debt, which is not even real. And then hand free entitlements into illegals and make you have to work bone dry. You and your wife, not even worth a full person in what you pay in taxes. Bone dry. And then tell you, by the way, elections are real, slave. Oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, slave. The system is designed to give them free healthcare, free entitlements, free food, free education, free. And if you're white, it's even worse. How do you want to handle that? I mean, I'm just asking you how you want to handle it. How do you see it? I already told you I'm past getting pissed off. I'm done. I'm done. And until we get to the place where we recognize that we are slaves, we continue to be slaves. And until our brothers and sisters on both sides of the aisle figure out that it doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican, it matters if you're an American or not an American. You got Punjab Bob and a bunch of other people running around getting free entitlements, not paying tax, not paying taxes on their food, not paying taxes. I know this for a fact. You have guys that come through and they have tax IDs so they can get free, no taxes on their food through Costco. They buy everything through it, and they run a gas station and they don't even pay the taxes there, right? It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter to them. They drew 40 to 90,000 vehicles. I don't know what that means. Huh. We just expose it every day. We get on here, we expose over and over again the grift and graft against the American people. We're tired, man. We are fatigued. The American people are tired. Christians are tired of being ostracized and beaten and bullied by demonic forces. We're tired of being divided by people that are just really bad people, have no character. I don't go after Dan Bongino because Dan Bongino is on our side and if there's any ego in it at all. I go after him because he had an opportunity to step in the gap, do the right thing, honor the American people, and instead what he said is, it's complicated. Well, what is so complicated about protecting the American people? 1 John 3:16 says, am I the enemy because, that's Galatians 4:16. 1 John 3:16 says, God gave up his son to die for us, so we should be willing to give up our lives for our brothers. I've already smelt the dirt. I'm already at that place, man. I'm there. And I really, truly want us to get to a place where we are where we have peace. I don't care what country you're from. I don't care what color you are. I want people judged by the character, not by their character, and not by the color of their skin. I actually like that about Martin Luther King. They killed him too. All right. Well, it's been fun today. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And thanks to Sherry for coming in. RL5 Trucker, you are correct, Joe. American people give best years of their lives to this country, and the bastards rip us off left and right, plus piss on our shoes. And it's time to reverse course. Man, you are so right. RL, I don't even think I've seen you in the comments before. That's probably that's like comment of the year right there. Let me read it again for you. Actually, cut and paste that, will you? Can you put that up? Put up comments on the screen so people can see it. RL5 Trucker says, you are correct, Joe. American people gave best years of their lives to this country, and these bastards rip us off left and right, plus piss on our shoes. It's time to reverse course. I agree. And Dan Danster says, $40,000 to $80,000 vehicles to work, brand new stuff, 2022. Sorry, hard to text today and spell. Yeah, it sounds like having an aneurysm there, Dancer. You get a bigger screen. I'm just messing with you, so don't cry, right? Give everybody a hard time. Yeah, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. This is that fun place where we have the aha. Is where we are. Well, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? All right. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and more. You can see us on Roku. You can see us on Amazon now. You see us pretty much everywhere. You can go to Apple and watch the video there. You can go to Spotify, watch the video there as well. Guys, somebody said that the video wasn't uploading right. Can you guys make sure that the video format gets uploaded on Spotify, please? Thank you. Other than that, I got to tell you, it's I'm impressed by the response yesterday to Tina Peters. I'm so impressed. I just say thank you. Thank you for standing up for Tina. Thank you for standing up for what's right. Let's pray it out, shall we? So, Father God, thank you for just everything. We got so much to be grateful for. Even as we head towards perilous times that seem more perilous than where we're at right now, can't help but have just an immense amount of hope and an immense amount of just gratitude for blessings that we've had up till this point. I mean, I got to tell you, I've had a pretty good life, even if with all this, and yeah, it's been a fight, but I've had a pretty good life. I think most people could say that, we've all gone through struggles, but we've been able to embrace the good while working to fight against this new oppressive regime that's kind of crept in, or at least more obviously crept in the last couple decades. Father, we are fatigued, and we're in a place where we're just trying to figure out what's right. We're trying to figure out, where do we go from here? Do we run forward, left, right? How do we maintain our composure while we do it? How do we maintain our peace? How do we maintain our person so that we never become the very thing that we're fighting against? So, Father, we just ask for wisdom. We ask for you to give us discernment and to help us to be patient as you push us down a path individually and collectively to take back this beautiful nation. So, Father, we lay it before you. We ask you to bless our leaders, bless President Trump. We ask you to give him the strength of 1,000 men and the people around them, that they may do right by the American people and protect the interests of our nation, which in turn protects the interests of all people around the world. We can see it very clearly, good versus evil, and we know what side we're on. So, Father, I just thank you for these eye-opening experiences and people, and so we can clearly see just how bad it is. And it is bad, but God, but you, Father, we will conquer this evil. So I ask these things and say these things, and I'm just grateful so many ways. And in the name of Jesus Christ, amen. Okay. Who sings the exit song? Woodchuck. Hey, look, I should put that out, shouldn't I? It's actually made. It was a manufactured song. Tell me it's not good. Woodchuck, you like the song? It's a pretty good song. Oh, you do? Yeah. Make sure we put that up so everybody can see it. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, so this was the thing that came in. You are correct, Joe. American people gave best years of their lives to this country, and these bastards rip us off left and right plus piss on their shoes. Time to reverse course. So I just want to say that that's true. What he said is true. So it's good to have you in the comments. I think it's AI. It is. You like it. You like it, huh? See? It's a good song. Actually made by Hibbins Enterprises for us. It's been great. And Apollo built that song for me. I don't know if it was a I got to give them both credit. Got to give a little bit of credit to Apollo. Got to give a little bit of credit to Hibbins, because they wreck it, Ralph. But yeah. Hey guys, have a great weekend. Remember to hang out with your family. Remember what's important. At the end of the day, God, family, country, And we've got to make sure we stay really connected to our community. And I think that's the one part we're missing. Yeah, that's it. All right. God bless you guys.
Rise up untamed in the heart of the fight where the wild ones roam. Joe Oltmann's calling, bringing truth back home. From conservative daily to this untamed fire, we shatter the silence, lifting spirits higher. No chains can hold us, no lies can prevail. Authentic and fearless on this rugged trail. Patriots gather under stars and stripes. Untamed nation, igniting the night. Untamed nation, let the truth roll out in this land of the free. Standing proud from sea to shining sea, we won't back down. Catch the fire, wear the crown. Untamed nation, it's our battle song, motivating hearts where the brave belong. Yeah, untamed and wild, forever strong. Play it again all night long. Break the mold, chase the real. No more games, time to heal. Joe's voice leads the untamed crew. Truth matters through and through. Untamed nation, let the truth roll out in this land of the free. Standing proud from sea to shining sea, we won't back down. Catch the fire, wear the crown. Untamed nation, it's our battle song, motivating hearts where the brave belong.